when Pac got bigger than everybody on death row, that's when the jealousy kicked in. I guess that's when the Pac kicked in. That's when the plan came up. Because it'd be a time where it still is. I got, you know, everybody know how I felt about Snoop. But if Snoop was coming up, people would come around and say, Snoop, let me get an autograph. Snoop, let me get a picture. Once All Eyes on Me came out, people come around, hey, Snoop, where's Tupac? Could you get him to come over here and sign my autograph or take a picture with me? Or if they see the Dog Pound, and they'd be like, how do you feel? That's the best thing in the world. You get to hang around Tupac. Everything was Pac. And they seen Dre, they asked a question about, man, you did the Chronic. Could I take a picture? They're like, hey, could I take a picture? Because you know Tupac, but I really want a picture with Tupac. You know how to find him? Everything was shift from everybody else to Tupac. And I think jealousy was made. And the reason why I'm speaking on it because we should never have to go through this again.
I got a problem with this. You know, people are always saying that Snoop, Dr. Dre, us, everybody, we was jealous of Tupac. How can we be jealous of Tupac and we made Tupac? You know what I'm saying? We put that album together. We came over there. We gave him music. We did that. We wanted him to be the man of the man. You know what I mean? So how was we jealous putting his album together? You know what I'm saying? Taking songs from us and giving it to him. How is that jealousy? The only jealousy there was Suge Knight in his ear and everybody's ear causing confusion. Look at that motherfucker now. You know what I mean? All on this little podcast, always talking shit.
I'm the reason why he on death row. I told Suge to go get Cuz. I told Suge go get Cuz.
Let me rewind you there. Pac is already established. Pac, you know, catches his case. Everybody that should have got Pac out didn't get him out. You know what I'm saying? So history is written that Suge goes and get Tupac out of prison, which he did.
Right.
But that was on a Snoop Dogg call.
Suge was told by Snoop Dogg, Cuz, we need to get Cuz and put him on our team. We hearing bad shit about him behind the wall.
What do you think about Snoop saying that he's the reason that Tupac was on Death Row Records?
Yeah, I saw him do the interview. Hopefully, John, you can post it.
Just so y'all know, Snoop Dogg is the reason why.
Suge, I used to always see Suge. When they did the soundtrack for Murder Was the Case, it was when I was going through all those legal problems, and he was like, yo, give me a song, dog. And I was like, yeah, you can get whatever you want. You know, gave him a song, and it was like the most I ever got for a soundtrack. I mean, the most I ever got for a song. It was damn their album budget. I mean, I think I got like something like 200,000 or 150,000 for one song. And the song, they didn't even use it, but I still got paid. You know what I mean? I got paid for everything I did on the soundtrack. And I think I did like 2 songs or something. And I remember when he did it like, yo, it wasn't even like because he was jocking me. He did it because he knew I was having crazy legal problems. And I was a man. He had asked me to come to Death Row, and I was like, I ain't ready. And instead of like taking it personal, he just did that for me. Unfortunately, and the only reason I tap at Snoop, when I do tap at Snoop, is because he's trying to rewrite history.
And so when it came to getting Pac out of prison, only person made it happen was a girl named Keisha. That is the baddest bitch in the world. If it weren't for Keisha, you guys wouldn't have heard All Eyes on Me. Keisha called my office every fucking day. Every day. I'm Pac's wife. He needs to talk to Mr. Knight. He needs to talk to Suge Knight bad. His life threatening. It's important. It's important. It's important. I used to go to my office and everybody be laughing and clowning. Some crazy bitch saying she's Pac's wife and she want to talk to you, but we don't put her through. I said, let me tell you motherfucker something. I called a meeting. I said, hey, what was you doing before I gave you a job? Do you got a high school diploma? You got any experience? I didn't graduate from high school. You. A lot of people wasn't working. I said, I gave you guys the opportunity to get paid every 2 weeks. Next time she called, y'all better make sure I talk to her. She called and put her through. She said, I'm so glad you talked to me. Pac really, really, really needs to talk to you. He said, it's life-threatening. He needs you. Flew private to New York. Had to fly a smaller jet to get there where Pac at, and then take a 2-hour limo ride to get to the prison. But Keisha made that happen.
So I told Rich, I said, you tell Tupac I'ma bail his ass out. I was gonna put the money, I didn't give a f about signing, you ain't gotta do shit. Give me a verse, that's it. Got beat to the punch. You know, Suge got him out. You know, I wish I could have got him out, you know.
Warren G, that's stop lying. You didn't f with Pac and Pac didn't f with you. On top of that, you can take care of yourself. How are you gonna get Pac out of prison?
Let that shit go, man. I don't poke at you, I don't kick you while you down. So leave me alone and you do your thing and move the way you move and I'ma move the way I'ma move. That's it. I ain't never done nothing to you. I wasn't signing you. All this shit is stupid, man, and for what? For clout? Continue to be a smart businessman.
You didn't write your album. All my artists who signed to my publishing wrote your album. Let's keep this down that.
Them niggas ain't wrote my album. Corrupt helped me with Do You See? Snoop helped me with This DJ. That's where you wrong at again.
And Suge made another comment on this podcast that I want to get your opinion on. He said that the reason for the downfall of Death Row was because Snoop and Dre was jealous of Tupac.
Wow.
What you think about him saying that?
You got to understand, Suge really loved Pac, man. I don't care what nobody say. Like, that's, like, he loved Pac. So he still got that. Whatever he feel about Pac in 96, he gonna say he feel that way about now. He loved Pac, bro. So he ain't let nobody off. He ain't let nobody off.
You think Snoop felt the type of way about Tupac and the success he was having?
Yeah, of course, man. You the top man. You built Death Row. And now you gotta get in line. Come on, man. How else you gonna feel? Period. It ain't like, you know, we was at, cause Snoop had albums ready too. We was having listening parties and all that all the time. He was like, man, that's what I got, big dog. We all in there listening, and it's dope, but you don't know when it's coming out. Cause remember, Suge was under a lot of pressure too, because he had to meet all kind of other situations that he was in that couldn't move like we thought it could move and like he thought it could move. You couldn't move this stuff like he was making it look, because it all still come back down to paperwork. So all this stuff was being recorded on paper, every single dollar that was moving. And there was a lot of dollars moving and going in a lot of pockets.
One night, I'm in the club, and the bitch is there, and Pac see the bitch. He like, man, I want to meet that bitch, man. I say, hey, man.
And that's exactly how he described her, the bitch.
That's my bitch,
Let's
man.
continue.
I'll kindly introduce you to her. I walks over to him, right, and say, bitch, this is Tupac. Tupac, meet the bitch. So, you know, after he meets the bitch, you know, I walks off, because, you know, it ain't my job to stand there and see if they gonna talk and hug and kiss or whatnot, take a picture. I walks off like a real player. I guess they exchange numbers. I don't know. So, you understand me? A few weeks later, I'm trying to, you know, slide by and go see her, because, you know, she's a side piece to me.
Right.
So I'm trying to go see her on the late night like I normally do, you know, leave that back door open. And I'm like, what's happening? I'm finna slide through. You know what I'm saying? Leave that back door open. And the bitch hit me with, I don't think Pac would like that.
I don't think Pac would like that.
How y'all doing out there? My record sales, we got 6 million. Snoop got 4 million. Dog Pound got 3 million. And we keep going. That means we represent that many votes. If we can represent that many votes, we gotta let these politicians be scared of us. That means every time we drop something, y'all gotta pick it up. Every time y'all call for us, we gonna come. All right, now we gonna let Dog talk. What's up, y'all? Like, y'all gotta leave the limo, but you can't leave the limo because they're gonna have you in the frame. Like, the limo gonna be parked and the door's gonna be open. Y'all like posted up by the limo with the drinks and everything. Like, you got your homeboy out there, so you ain't gonna come in. Like, one of y'all have female. You should have a female. You got the suit on. Cause you like giving Snoop the female. You know what I mean? You like, look, nigga, I like your female. You know what I mean? I just seen that, man. We get tired of bitches. You know, we coming out here and there's some East Coast, West Coast. We got beef with the people we got beef with. But we could go anywhere in the country because we are America's most wanted.
Exactly.
So you can't stop the flow.
Can't stop what America wants.
On that note, I know that Biggie and Puffy are here tonight.
Did you see them? Do you have anything to say to them at all?
Nah, but even if we saw them, we are businessmen. We are not animals. It's not like we're gonna see them and rush them and jump on them. If they see us and they want drama, we're gonna definitely bring it like only Death Row could bring it. But we here as businessmen to enjoy and
support the
Video Music Awards for MTV because they support us. So if they want to come and use this business opportunity to get on some gangster, you know, we do that better than anybody.
Can you envision a day when, you know, y'all, if not get together and make an album, just peacefully coexist?
There's no dream of making an album with Biggie and Puffy or none of them. We're not sweating it like that.
This is our family over here.
This is our family over here.
They tried to get me to not like Puffy and Biggie while we was in the middle of the Death Row Bad Boy feud. And I made a choice that I had no issues with them. I said I'd do a song. I want to do a song with them niggas. That's how I ended. I said I ain't got no issues with Puffy and Biggie. I want to do a song with them niggas.
Do you remember how Pac felt when y'all was on that trip to New York? When Snoop got on the radio and said he was cool with Big and Puff? You remember how Pac felt about that?
Pac, he was upset. He was definitely upset because Snoop was, he loved Snoop, man. He loved him. And let's be clear, they would have got past that. Pac had nothing but love for Snoop and Dog Pound and all of them. So that issue, Pac was for sure super upset about that.
Diddy hated Tupac really, really bad to the core.
I never seen myself getting involved. Even when he played the video for me to hit him up. Even when he played Hit 'Em Up the song, I didn't like the song.
Did you feel like it was
I didn't
too
like
much?
it.
Right.
I didn't like it. Like, I didn't like it. Like, it wasn't like to me. Like, it was you buying more problems, cuz. Like, you're buying problems. Gangsters is everywhere. They make them everywhere. And I think when he got with us, he got to the mind state that we the motherfuckers. And ain't nobody like us. Always people like us everywhere.
What up? Hey, yo.
Hey, y'all looking good.
Thank you. Thank you. You looking great. Shout out to the family. Happy Easter. How's the family doing?
Man, everybody's beautiful, man. Happy Easter to y'all over there.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Snoop, you've been in the love frequency and vibration for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like you pulled me in, you know, when we went on tour. A lot of people don't know me and Snoop were friends from way back when y'all thought it was the East Coast, West Coast beat. That's like one of my friends.
Yes,
now this is my brother. Like we've stayed friends. Snoop will come drive by my house in an unmarked car, pick me up, and we just drive around LA and just talk. And he's one of my closest friends. And I want people to know that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a time that people don't know certain things. And,
yes,
and like you've always been there for me, always been my brother. And I just wanted to say I love you on this Easter, man, because all the love you get to everybody else, you make the world a better place. Give it up for Snoop Dogg.
Well, let me say this, I love you more today than I did yesterday.
Diddy hated Tupac really, really bad to the core.
So when it happened, as you know, for some strange reason, but now we know the real reason, Snoop did not attend the fight with us or the club, the after party at Club 662. And what's so crazy about that, we thought it was strange that he wasn't there. This is the first one he did attend. And according to Warren G and everybody else, now we know why he didn't. Say less, if you know what I mean. But instead of just saying less, since I've been in here, Snoop and other people been having people trying to bail the guy out, Keefy D, because he talking too much. Raising them trying to do stuff for Puffy because they say he talking too much. They even had somebody talk to me and say, hey, you can help him get free. I said, look, I don't have nothing to do with none of that, and I'm not leaving prison to go to nobody county jail. To the point they were saying, well, you can't leave and sacrifice a little bit in the county jail to stop that black man from getting life? Hell the fuck no.
This either the moment you niggas gonna kill me, and we're gonna get some clarity in this air. We got a 5.5 hour flight. I ain't got no security. You niggas ain't feeling me right now. I'm like, all right, I see what's finna happen. I've been around these niggas, I know how they get down. I grab me a knife and a fork, get my blanket, put my blanket over my eyes to like they right up under here. 5.5 hours like this. Sit in the back of the plane, all the way in the back. I'm the last seat. So, nigga, somebody gonna get killed. Nigga, if I'm gonna get killed, somebody dying with me. I'm just, my back against the wall. 5.5 hours. Nobody say one word to me. Not one fucking word. As soon as we land, they roll the little stairs down. All them niggas go out first. My Rolls Royce right here, Pac Rolls Royce right here. Go down the stairs, Pac go down. I'll go down, I'm like, Pac, you going to Vegas to the fight, cuz? That nigga like, that's the last thing I remember from cuz. Him doing me like this. And the next time I seen him, he was laying in the hospital.
Yeah.
They don't like Boston, man. That's the one thing about us, man. We don't like Boston, man.
Yes, we gonna go to the game and bring this thing on home. You know, we the good luck charm.
Yes, sir. Connect the dots.
That's right. We see y'all. Yeah, that's right. Game 7. That's what's up.
Diddy hated Tupac really, really bad to the core.
The Lady of Rage, for example, as you probably seen in that interview, and you might have heard in the past, she was a woman that even when Pac wanted her to diss other artists, she said, no, I'm not doing it. Her stance was clear. You know what I mean? She like, no, I'm not getting involved in your beef. These are I like them. Pac had to respect that because she was straight with it. You understand? So he had to respect the Lady of Rage because she ain't doing one thing, you know, in Pac face and doing something behind his back. She said, no, I'm not doing no songs dissing nobody. You understand? And she was firm with it. She wasn't a follower, basically. You know what I mean? So Pac had no other choice but to respect her. But I guess when he see you in his face dissing these people with you, like Snoop was doing, dissing all of them, and then get on the radio and say to my homeboys, that's what really made that's what hurt him. You know what I mean?
One time before he was on Death Row Records, I'm at Saturday Night Live. I'm like, I ain't got no dope. That's when it was hard getting weed over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm like, cuz I ain't got no dope. Cuz he was like, I'm coming to Saturday Night Live. I'll be there in a minute. So he pulls up, but guess who he pulls up with?
Who? Yeah, Madonna.
He shows up with Madonna, man.
Yeah.
And he comes in. He's got a big bag of that Do It fluid. He tells her, have a seat. She looks at me. I look at her. I say, oh, wow. That's Madonna. Back to you, Pac. Yeah, let me get that dope about you. He said, yeah, me and we finna ride out of here, you understand me? Showing me that he was elevated in the game.
Wow. He brought Madonna to Saturday Night Live.
Man, please, man, to bring me some Disno.
I don't know that I would do that for anybody. I'd stay home and fuck Madonna. I'm not bringing you weed.
You gotta find your own weed.
Yeah, no offense.
You ain't never had a friend like me.
You know, on the album, you talk about one of your biggest regrets was not squashing out things with Pop.
Yeah.
That still sits with you to this day?
I do, because he was really my friend. And, you know, you guys be talking like they don't really know, but that was my friend, and he was, like, dear to me. And anytime you got a relationship with somebody and it's like, it's working, it's going good, and then y'all get an argument, then die. Come on, man. Like, I didn't even get a chance, whether I was wrong or right, just to be able to get that follow-up. Because that's how we was. We would always follow up or either have some sort of, you know, connection. And I didn't get that. And then it was a lot of turmoil, and then the Death Row niggas was hating on me and this and that, so it kind of like pushed the spirit in a different way. But the beautiful part was his mother was still here. And I got a chance to hug her and talk to her and get the approval from her, which was his spirit, because he was always connected to her. So that gave me half clarity on where I was with him, because his mother always had love for him.
You ain't never had a friend like me.
Diddy hated Tupac really, really bad to the core.
People don't know me and Snoop were friends from way, way back when y'all thought it was the East Coast, West Coast beat. That's like one of my friends.
Well, let me say this, son. I love you more today than I did yesterday.
I love you more today than I did yesterday.
I want to thank everyone that been following the series, and to all of my longtime subscribers, thank you for supporting the channel, and welcome to all of the new subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. My goal with this series is to cover all angles regarding Pac's situations at Death Row. So far, it's been a sketchy journey. Money missing, fake love, fake friends. It seems like Pac really was against all odds, with Snoop claiming to be Pac's friend, but ending up best friends friends with his worst enemy. Diddy seems like the ultimate betrayal. Personally, I can understand squashing the beefs, but becoming best friends is crazy. And Diddy actually said when people thought it was an East Coast, West Coast beef, we was friends. That's some real playing both sides type shit. On top of that, I haven't heard him say anything about Diddy being locked up. Not a free Diddy post. Nothing. They best friends, right? Or was it always just business? Because when you look at how fast the energy shifts the moment real trouble hits, it makes you question everything. When Pac was screaming against all odds and holding it down for the West Coast, he thought it was ride or die. He was moving with pure emotion and pure loyalty, but behind the scenes, the politics were being played on a completely different level. Think about the timeline. Back in 96, the tension was so thick, you could cut it with a knife. You had the bad boy versus death row war, dominating the headlines, putting lives on the line. Fast forward a few years and the masks start to slip. Snoop goes from being Pac label mate to doing tracks with Diddy, hitting up clubs together and acting like they're brothers. But now that the feds have stepped in and Diddy is locked up, facing serious charges, that best friend energy has completely vanished into thin air. Complete silence. It leaves us with some heavy questions that we have to answer. Today, was the loyalty ever real, or was it just a marketing strategy? Did Pac get left out in the cold while everyone else was secretly planning their next business move across enemy lines? Why does the West Coast narrative change the second Pac isn't around to speak for himself? In today's episode, we are peeling back the layers on this exact dynamic. We're looking at the secret meetings, the shifting alliances, and the letters Pac wrote that proved he saw right through the fake love before anyone else did. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Do you think Snoop crossed the line of loyalty, or was it just grown man business? Let's dive into the truth.